Namaste and blessings. What's going on, beautiful souls? Much love from Mexico. I am currently in Tulum, and today we're going to be doing a general collective reading. All right. And so if you feel guided to stay, please stay. Thank you. Mercury. I'm hearing Mercury. Communication. Communicate clearly. Planet Mercury. Mercury in Aries. Be bold. Be assertive. Don't be afraid to speak up. Stand up for what you believe. Alright? I see communication and expect positive changes too. Here is Mercury in Cancer, though, with the energy of abundance. This is the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups speaks of reciprocity, celebration, community, partnerships, creating something meaningful, long-term. Okay? It is important to practice the vulnerability. Okay? We have the Ace of Cups. So this is about divine guidance, new creations, creating from a place of overflow, right? This energy is also speaking of nourishment and feeling replenished or rejuvenated, okay? There's a theme about, like I said, relationships, partnerships, community, coming together, like-minded people, alignment. The Ace of Wands reversed, though. So we have two aces. When the Ace of Wands is reversed, that means that we're currently working through activating and really giving purpose to our fire. Okay, so there's a lot of healing happening within the solar plexus. Bye, Mama. See you later. Okay. We have the Fool reverse. So there's a new beginning coming in. We have Jupiter in Libra and Capricorn and Mars. Okay, so I can see that there's a lot of thinking. There's a lot of expansion. There's a lot of, okay, well, what are we going to do? How can we do this? There's a lot of question marks. But there's intensity within the energy, you know, a deep, deep desire to expand, to create. And so if some of you are thinking about collaboration or working with a community, there's a lot of communication happening. There's a lot of alignment and desire. I'm hearing, what are your values? You know, what are your priorities? Jupiter brings, though, a bigger picture. So there's a need to expand, okay? The Fool is saying empty yourself from anything that might be burdening you. The Fool can be sometimes about, you know, we're carrying burdens of mistrust or struggles with control, or there's a need to close a cycle. What is this cycle about? It's about this indecision. It's about procrastination for some of you. For some other of you, this is about just putting to sleep a relationship. I see healing happening, though. Capricorn, Mars and Capricorn is saying you have to purify your water. So there's an alchemy happening within the emotional body, all right? This is releasing, removing rigidity, the holding on to things, to ways of seeing ourselves or how we feel about ourselves, you know. Am I worthy? Am I good enough? Am I capable to manifest a new beginning, right? Jupiter in Libra brings also reflections when it comes to relationships and the people around us, right? It speaks of community, balance, harmony, harmonious relationship. So there's like a reevaluation, right? Here comes the Chariots, and this is the energy of Cancer. We want to talk about the moon. We want to talk about the mother. We want to talk about our divine feminine, our relationship with the females in our lives, okay? The Chariot speaks of merging feminine and masculine, okay? Feminine and masculine working together towards something that is going to be very fulfilling, very abundant, all right? But like I said, for some of you, there still is some work to do, you know what I mean? And this is about activating the solar plexus, removing fear, removing control, trust issues. For some of you, pain of disappointment. For some of you, this is about suppressed anger, suppressed pain. I see that there might be, some of you might have to move, relocate. And there might be a little bit of fear about that. The lowers is here in this reverse, the energy of Gemini, choices and decisions, and the Hermit. Boom, makes sense. So I see that some of you are currently, like I said, reevaluating your life, bringing into perspective different themes in your life. The Hermit is going to say, you know, what is the truth? The Hermit will take you to the underworld, to what is hidden, what is it that I don't want to see, okay? There might be some emotional codependency, there might be fear of disappointment, there might be suppressing the feminine here, okay? Like I said, am I worthy? Am I capable? How am I going to do this? For some of you, this is about walking away from a relationship or relationships where there's a lot of emotional dependency, codependency, yes? And over here with the lovers, the energy of Gemini brings a shift in perception and perspective. There's a need to think things all the way through it. This is not about short term, this is about long term. This is about bigger picture. What do I really want? What is it that I really desire? And now, am I open to go about it? How flexible and adaptable am I? Or am I trying to hold on to the old way of living, existing, relating to myself or others? Because what I see here is that life is saying you have to go with it, trust the process, and take action. The Hermit, Virgo, details. Sagittarius, the Sun in Sagittarius wants the truth. What is the truth? This is about strength, courage, determination, willpower. What am I ready to sacrifice that is no longer serving me, so that I can allow the fire of the Creator to help me expand and move and become decisive and more assertive or self-assured? And so there's a theme here of, a lot to think about. I'm going to say, write things down. Take it step by step. When dealing with indecision, ask yourself, what are my fears? How do I procrastinate? And what is in your heart desires? What is your mind telling you and what is in your heart desires? Why? Because we have to bring heart and mind coherence. You know what I mean? And so we get two more. We have Mercury in Aquarius and we have the Prince of Cups. There's definitely work related to the emotional aspect, to the emotional body. There's a little bit of fear, insecurity, doubt, confusion, or just memory. Some of you need to really step up and embody the changes that you say you want to make, becoming the change. Some of you need to expand when it comes to your studies, or you need to practice, but Jupiter brings expansion, all right? And Libra is all about seeing ourselves in the, in others. The universe is showing you mirror reflections, okay? So what's your relationship with the studying, with expansion? Do you practice consistency? Do you practice vulnerability? How open and flexible am I to go about what I'm being called to do? And how can I start moving towards this new beginning and work on your foundations? The foundations of your mind, the foundations of your emotional well-being, and taking action from a place of alignment. All right, well, this is all I got for you guys. It's been beautiful. May you be blessed on your journey. Thank you for the follow, for the likes. If you are interested in getting a reading from me and spiritual guidance, don't hesitate. Just send me a DM on Instagram, Facebook, or TikTok. All right, may you be blessed. Ciao, ciao.